How do you deal with those clients who take an amazing book that you poured your blood, sweat, tears, heart, and soul into and ruin your book? I recently had a client take a book that was tier 1. I was one of the best books I've ever written. I was so excited about it. And he gave it to just a friend of a friend to edit. Someone with no experience in editing who started putting in massive changes to the book. And when the book came back to me, it was honestly terrible. It was something that I was no longer be comfortable even sharing with you guys. The first thing I was gonna say to the client is, you can't put my name on this. You have to stick to our NDA as a two-way street. Don't tell anyone I wrote this book because it'll ruin my business. And I was stuck in one of those complicated situations. My editor was very upset because we loved the book. And so I had to push back. I said, let me ask you a question. What's more important to you? Do you want this to be the book that your friend really likes, or do you want this to be a bestseller that makes you a ton of money and is really successful? You hired me for my expertise, so I'll tell you these changes to the book, I can no longer make any promises about it doing well or people liking it. However, if that's what you want, I will finalize, proofread, and format the book the way you want, but just realize that all the promises I made at the beginning of our relationship are gone. Immediately, the client turned around and said, you know what, let's just go with your version. So without me having to be mean or do a hard pushback, I didn't get involved emotionally because I still kept my draft of the version of the book that I was excited about. But just by being honest and saying, hey, you hired me for my expertise, I was able to diffuse that situation and get everything on track. Have you ran into a situation where you worked on a project and the client or the customer just ruined it? They wanted to add in terrible colors or a terrible idea, or maybe it was even your boss at work. I've had that too. Share your horror stories and how you dealt with them in the comments below, and let's get a killer discussion rocking today.